But I think you jumped into something there that we kind of touched on a little bit before we got up and started recording. Is Miami has some of the worst dog owners I've seen in my entire life because they don't do that. First thing that I see all the time right outside my apartment building, they constantly have them off the leash. And again, I'm not saying you can't have dogs off leash. I'm saying if you have not trained your dog and you haven't properly socialized your dog, put that damn thing on a leash, because you're not doing it any favors by letting it run around and getting in fights or getting in other people's face and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, it's man, and I agree. Dogs should be free, right? But the thing is, this isn't the wild, And dogs aren't wild animals; they're domesticated. But at the end of the day, put your dog on a leash, bro, because your dog doesn't know, right? Even the best trained dogs will make mistakes. They'll get triggered. They'll cross the street, bro. They don't know. They don't really know that car. It's not an animal, man. It's moving. It's a moving mass. I mean, it can kill them. Dogs are completely unaware of that. They just focus on one thing, right? I see that squirrel over there, I'm gonna go get it. They're not worried about what else. They're just kind of tunnel vision towards it. So yeah, it's pretty irresponsible, man. If you got a dog, keep it on leash, man. Especially in the city. If you got a dog park or at a big field or something, that's fine. But if you're just at a sidewalk, man, it's just dangerous, honestly. And I'm a dog lover, man. I want them to be free, but safely. Safe canine. You want the dogs to be safe, bro. That's really what it's about.
Absolutely. And the second thing that I see is the same thing that this one I don't think is specific to Miami, but I think it's exacerbated by the city living, is the small dogs not being properly socialized. So they lose their mind. Like, again, there's probably, I don't know, 200-300 people I haven't counted ever in this apartment building. And every time a small dog sees another dog, it loses its mind. I'm like, how have you socialized your dog if it can't see another dog in its vicinity ever, and it just can't not go crazy? You know what I mean? You're not properly socializing your dog at all.
And that's it. Just again, some people get certain dogs, man, that are naturally timid and they don't socialize. And dogs have a socialization window as puppies of about from 2 to 6 months, right? Which is when they tend to accept new things a lot easier. After that time span, bro, your dog's been in the crate or in the house most of the time. You haven't taken the time to take your dog out to meet people and other dogs. That can be dangerous. It can be a problem. Dogs are uncomfortable. Most dog aggressions, man, are because that dog is simply uncomfortable, right, with the situation. So as a dog, I'm going to bite, snap, lunge to try to create distance, man, where I'm comfortable with you being at, So if you're 5 feet away, man, hey, back the fuck up. So I'm going to growl, snap, lunge, bite, and it's not the dog's fault, bro. At the end of the day, they're just trying to communicate something. It's not just, we take this aggression as such a bad thing, when in dogs, man, they just take it in stride. If I'm a dog at a dog park and you got too close and I lunge at you, that dog's probably just going to either run away or just kind of, again, create distance. Or, when we're on leash, for example, too, you're walking your dog on leash, that dog knows he's tethered to you and he can't get away. So fight or flight, right? Well, in dog terms, it's fight, flight, submit, I guess, but I can't go anywhere. I'm tethered to you. So my only option, at least from a dog's perspective, is to bark at you, lunge at you, and pull towards you, right, to get you to back away. And that's something that people don't understand. They just assume, this dog, there's something wrong with this dog. He's a lemon. It's not really the dog, bro. He's not comfortable. And that's something a lot of trainers don't even touch on. It's just, he's trying to be dominant. He's just aggressive. Let's put a prong collar and snap away. It's not the case, bro. That dog's uncomfortable. So until you make that dog comfortable with said situation through either experience or counter conditioning or any kind of real training, not just corrections, then the problem is not going to be solved. You can put an e-collar on a dog all day, but, and stop him from doing it, from the untrained eye, the dog's not doing it, but he's extremely tense because he's more scared of the correction than he is of this said stimulus, So unfortunately, a lot of people just don't know, even trainers. So, and even me, bro, it took me a while to understand that, to just really dig deep and try to, as you start understanding the animal, you start realizing its needs. So most people don't really know needs for their dogs, just know, hey, there's a problem. He's lunging or he's biting or whatever. You know what I mean? They just don't really look deeper than what they see.
Thanks for checking out Starting Nowhere. Come find us on Facebook so you can comment on this and other clips and episodes of Starting Nowhere.